Today's gospel for the Friday after Ash Wednesday comes from Matthew chapter 9. And it says, disciples of John approached Jesus and said, "Why do we and the Pharisees fast much, but your disciples do not fast?" Jesus said, "Can the wedding guests mourn as long as the bridegroom is with them? The days will come when the bridegroom is taken, and then they will fast." In this passage, we see Jesus connecting fasting to an anticipation of the glory of the parousia. Parousia is a big fancy word for the fullness of God's kingdom breaking into our lives. And so we fast during Lent. We give things up. We empty out our heart and our life through some penitential practice so that there's more room for God. So I give up coffee every year, and I have to ask myself, does God really care if I give up coffee? It doesn't matter to him. In and of itself, perhaps not. But what it does is remind me when I'm tempted to drink a cup of coffee to say, I need God infinitely more than I need this cup of coffee. By voluntarily emptying something out of my life, I come to realize that only God can satisfy me. We're well on our way to conversion when we discover that only the love of God can satisfy the longings of our hearts. In so many ways, sin is an effort to fill that longing with something less than God. So to fast, to give something up, to embrace some form of mortification, really is an anticipation of the kingdom of God and the fullness of Christ. So in the kingdom, we will not fast. We will be seated at the banquet of the Paschal Lamb forever. In the season of Easter, we do not fast because we celebrate the fullness of the resurrection. In these days of Lent, we do fast in preparation for that feast which will be forever manifest in the kingdom. And we realize over and over again, only God can satisfy the longing of our hearts. When I'm tempted to drink coffee during Lent, that's the thought that comes to me. Only God can satisfy us.